Okay, so it's propagation time, germination time. Okay, I'm going to show you how I'll do this. So I've got a tray, a propagator tray, 24 cells. Okay, comes with a drip tray under the bottom there. You've got your cells there, and we'll come to the lid when we come to that. All right, so I'm using what is it, BioBiz mixed soil, which is a very good soil. It's very aerated, it's got some light nutrients in it which won't affect the seedlings. And I've almost filled this one up. I've left the 4 last cells empty, and I'm going to show you what I do. So I'll mark up the propagator tray. If you look here, if you can see, I've just done it in paint pen. It says top there, tray number 1. You know, you've got your rows down here, 1 to 6, and you've got your columns A, B and C at the bottom here. Right, let's pull that back a little bit, A, B and C. Okay, so I know exactly where my seeds are according to my graft. Right, this is my graft, and this is what I've done so far in this tray. So you see tray 1 at the top, the date that I put these seeds in, and the graft is marked out exactly how I've done it on the tray here. And the ones I've left out are row 1, and they are going to be Armageddon seeds. So a lot of people were trying to get Armageddon peppers after I made that video last year and couldn't get them. And I've dried out 3 lots of Armageddon seeds from different peppers at different times. So I'm going to do 3 propagator trays like this, and every tray is going to have 4 of the seeds. I've got 3 different lots. I'm going to have every one of those seeds in the tray. So I should have plenty of Armageddon peppers this year. You know, I'm not sure whether Salvatore is going to be supplying Tesco's with enough of them again this year. Now they're making hot sauces and challenges with the Armageddon, so they may still be a bit scarce. But you can always come to TJ if you want some. Hopefully I shall have plenty. Alright, so this is what I do. I've left these 4 cells empty here, and I'm just going to get my little prodder, make a hole, and I'm going to go about 20 mil deep in this particular soil. I normally go about 15, but this is so aerated, this soil. What happens is when sometimes when the seedling grows and breaks through the soil, it tends to have the seed stuck on the starter leaves, and the starter leaves, they call them cotyledons. And it's very difficult to get that shell off. They call it helmet head. I know it sounds a bit funny, helmet head, but it's hard to get that shell off. You can easily break off the cotyledons leaves, the starter leaves, and if you break them off, then it's dead. It's gone. It's not working. You've got to have those cotyledons on to feed the seedling, basically. When the plant gets older, the cotyledons will end up shedding off, or you can remove them yourself. But it's important to have them on the seedlings. Okay, we're going to look more into that as we go along with this process. I'm going to do a few videos. So anyway, I've got 4 Armageddon seeds in my little dispenser here, which is rubbish. So 20 mil deep, and we're going to drop the seed into there. Let's get another one if I can. Well, it's easier if I just knock one through. That dispenser, pinch that down, drop another one in. Oops, nowhere near it. So see, what I'm trying to avoid is actually touching them, and I had to touch that because this dispenser is rubbish. Let's try and knock one seed through without knocking the other 2. That's it. Right. And there we go, into that hole. Try and get it in there this time. Yep. And we've got one seed left, which is right at the end of the dispenser there. Drop it in. You know, I don't have too much contact with the seeds. I don't know what chemicals my skin gives off, or sweat or whatever. So they're in the holes there, and then we just knock the soil in. Same with that one. Same with that one. And like I said, because this is an aerated soil, I'm going to press down a bit, because we want that soil to be abrasive enough to knock that seed off, so we don't get helmet head. We don't want that, because it is an absolute pain in the ass to sort out and try and, you know, they're very delicate seedlings. You don't want to touch the stem or anything like that, because it can damage the plant for the rest of its life. So to get those seeds off of the leaves is a nightmare, absolute nightmare. So I may add a little bit more soil on the top. So I've pressed all this down, not too much, because obviously you don't want, if you compact it too much, the seedlings won't be able to get through, you know, they'll struggle to get through, they're only babies. So it's slightly firm, but not firm. You know, it's all trial and error. I learn every year when I do this stuff. So anyway, so I know that the top of the tray, according to our graph here, top of the tray, row 1 are all Armageddons. They're all in there. So, you know, I've marked it off. And as we go through the process, once I get some seeds germinating, I'll start doing videos of the process of the germination, and we can see how things are going. And I'll show you what I do with the graft, you know, how I tick it off, you know, or mark up ones that are going to be no good, this and the other. We're going to have 3 propagator trays going, so there's going to be plenty of peppers. Okay, so what we do now, that's all ready to go. I'm back, don't worry. We get our little hose lock. This is filled with rainwater. Let's get a bit of pressure in here. You know, I do use pH down and all that to drop the pH levels of the water and all that, but this is fine for just your seedlings. So on there we go. Right, switch this on. We've got a nice little spray. These hose lock things are the best ones to use. So we just dampen the top of the soil enough. That's it. That's all we want to do. So that's enough to get some moisture in there and to get things going. So what I'll do is I'll put them on a windowsill. Whoops, a lot of rubbish in here, it's like a laboratory today. Putting them on a windowsill on top of one of these sort of like reptile mats. This is what I've been using for the last 3 seasons since I started. This is a 20-watt reptile mat. You know, it's got a thermostat, heats up to a certain temperature and switches itself off. I wouldn't recommend leaving them on if you're going to go out of the house for the day. I would switch them off, you know, to be honest with you. I don't know how trustworthy these are, but these have been fine for the last 3 seasons. But I did treat myself to these, which I got off of Amazon. Okay, and these are specifically designed for this particular thing. This is this germination of seedlings, and this is a bigger mat. This one's the other one was 20 watts. This is 17.5 watts. So they've thought about the temperature that they should be, and you know how often this should switch on and off. So I've got 2 new ones of these. I'll be using one of my old ones, but I've got 2 of these. And basically, let's move this out of the way a minute. What I do is I put the germination mat on a windowsill. Okay, plug it in. Then our seedling tray sits on top, like so. Let's grab a lid and stick our lid on, and then you wait. Some come up within a few days, you'll be surprised. Some take a few weeks. There will be duds that don't grow. There will be seedlings that will have helmet head that you may be able to sort out, you might not. I've got a sort of 50% success rate at getting a helmet head off without damaging the seedling. So, but you know, I've got 24 here, and there's going to be another 3 trays, so there's plenty of peppers to take a chance on, if you like, you know, because you won't see complete germination, you know, whether that's me or the seeds that I buy, I don't know. But the ones that I've been using for last season and this season, I've got a lot of faith in getting a good percentage of germination. Anyway, that's gone on long enough. That's the start, okay, of the germination. I've shown you a bit about what I do and how I do my grafts and all that. I'm going to teach you a lot more as I go along, the TJ Burns way. Okay, if you like the videos, like, share, subscribe, we'll be best mates and all that. I'll see you on the next video. I'm here. Thank you.